Let's rock! Yo, ladies and gentlemen, the boys are back in town. That's right.
Just saw the name. Love it.
Episode 62 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast is here. I'm here with the boys are back in town. Vu and
Let's go.
Vu's Innie, Bradley, baby. Maybe
Severance, baby.
Yes. Finally, we're here. And you know what's funny is that it is still the number one show on Apple TV. So clearly people are just starting to watch it.
We're giving people a chance to catch up in case they were.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil everything. I mean, knowing we did watch it all pretty much. I watched it the night it came out.
So,
yeah.
So we've been sitting on this one. But boys, how have we been doing? We were talking a little bit offline. Crazy schedules lately.
Yeah.
How have we been doing?
Surviving.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 2025, just trips and everything and life events. So I'm glad we were able to make time for the boys and for FAP because the fans have been waiting.
The fans deserved it, especially Severance. I know I've been getting messages every day. They've been waiting for the review.
Yes. And I think everyone wants to hear what Brad has to say. I mean, honestly, Vu, you probably have more in-depth than me. I don't know why when it comes to Severance, I'm so bad at the names and then figuring out, like remembering season one and things. So I'm excited for this conversation here. Just going over the review of Severance season 2. I'd like to say this, boys, before we jump into everything with Severance. What did you guys think of season 2 of Severance in one word? If you could think of one or two words.
Ooh. Continuing upward.
Okay.
I'd say complicated, just because
Ooh.
we'll go into that when we do the review. But just
Complicated
season.
I'm gonna say, and I said this before episode 1. I still believe this. Generational TV. I still believe
two words.
Yeah. So I mean, let's dive into it, dude. The season itself, how'd you guys think the season started versus where it got to maybe how it ended?
I think the season started extremely hot. We have them running in the halls, and especially the first episode was all Innie. Episode 2, all Audi. So the way they approached the first 2 episodes, I was very intrigued. I had no idea because we didn't know like what was a specific time and date that this like truly was. They tell you it's like way in the future or a couple of months or so, but I don't think that's the case.
I'm wondering too, dude. I'm wondering too. What do you think, Boo? Is it right after, a couple months later? What do you think?
I think it was a bit after. They fired all the employees besides Marcus and then tried to cover up the story of what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, just never worked out. I kind of like how mysterious it is. They don't give you all the facts. They make you wait and ponder. And I think that's what made this show so fun is all the theories that came out during the season and trying to figure things out.
I will say this season, I think there weren't as many theories because it seemed like the populace, the people that were interested in that were doing the theories, we seem to be stuck on like resurrection, androids, robots, or like living forever. So I think
I had a lot of that. I saw a lot of that. Yeah, I saw a lot of the living forever theories. I didn't see the android part. That's interesting.
I still don't know what Cold Harbor is. Like, what is the point of that? Why did like the top Egan have to sit in that room and watch? Like, why was it such a big deal? Because I don't think it was that big of a deal for Gemma to have like 20 plus personalities. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, do you have a clue? I'm trying to remember. I think Lindsay thought she knew, but do you know why it was? What it was, Brad? And I know each building was each room. Cold Harbor. Like, what was the point? What is Cold Harbor? Why is it so damn important? I mean, the last episode we clearly see. Just to give you guys a review of the season finale. I mean, it's a great. I thought it was one of the best season finales I've ever seen. seriously, I think that episode is, I honestly loved every episode this season. I don't know where people like. I can see where some people thought maybe it was slow when they were going off the script and going out into that Cold Harbor episode in a way with what's her name. See, this is why I'm so bad at this. Yeah, no, the retreat was amazing. I'm talking about the one where the lady, Miss
Cobell.
Oh, Miss Cobell.
Yeah,
the little
when she goes off. Yeah, and I was fine with that.
Yeah,
but some people kind of complained about it. I just thought it was fantastic television. It is definitely like everyone's kind of like, we got to know what's happening here. Like, there's so much confusion. But I mean, what is the season finale starts off with them going to the cabin, the baby making cabin? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And essentially, Innie and Audi Mark start talking to each other, right?
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was a
cool.
Wild
moment.
that was wild. I mean, they're talking to each other. I mean, what was the point of the conversation? Essentially, he was saying, "I need to use you. Is that essentially what it was to get my wife back?"
Yeah.
It was essentially, this person that you have no relationship to is super important to me, so I need you to do something huge.
Mm-hmm. And you're
even
like,
though it might quote unquote kill you and all the innies.
Yeah. I guess I never saw it like up until that episode. I never saw it as like both Mark S's Innie and Audi would conflict so much if they ever got the chance to meet. So, but now looking back on it, like I get Innie Mark's side, like his life would end if it all happened the way that Audi Mark wanted it to happen,
What do you think the show difference is? Is it more about Innie Mark or more about Audi Mark?
Innie Mark?
That's what I think. I think it's mostly about Innie Mark, but then this whole season was about finding his wife. So it was main out. I don't know.
I wonder if it's about balancing both.
Yeah,
we see a lot of like, I think in Mark's apartment, there's those two fish in the two different colors, and there's like a divider.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I see a lot of like 50-50 division. And I just wonder if they're trying to figure out a way where they can like appease both. Because it really is, the reality is someone's going to have to die or you're going to have to live together.
Yeah.
Because we've grown to like both characters. So I don't want Innie or Audi Mark to die.
I was rooting for Audi Mark. But I think it's because the season really was about like showing like he has to get his wife back, knowing that she's alive.
Yeah. How did Lumen get their hands on Gemma like that?
We don't. That's part of the mystery, correct?
Yeah.
My theory and what I've seen is like she really wants to have a child, and the doctor in the flashback is the same one that's in the bottom floor.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's the same guy. So
the one that she hit with the chair.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I believe it's the same actor.
Whoa.
So I think the idea is like maybe she left that night knowing that she was gonna like had to maybe like do something to like try to get pregnant maybe, but maybe she had no idea what it would entail.
Yeah.
So you think we're going to find out maybe more as this goes on why she thought of this? Probably we're going to dive deeper. I mean, she'll probably become a bigger character season 3, right?
Was there even a crash?
Yeah.
Like, did Gemma even crash?
Mark said that he identified a body, but maybe Lumen was just covering it up and it was a fake body because, I didn't.
That's the problem. You're right. Lindsay said that same thing. And I'm like, I don't remember them saying that. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Because they didn't show it in that one episode. They just showed the police showing up. Interesting. Okay. So then essentially they have this up, and it ends with essentially Innie Mark being like, I don't trust you, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, I don't trust you. You're gonna do me right and keep me alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next scene is literally, I think it's like an elevator. And then doesn't it open up the elevator with like this huge mural of everyone in the show essentially on the wall?
Crazy.
Yeah, like what did that represent? And how did they get that done? Was that all to hype up the fact that they're getting the last file done for Cold Harbor?
I think it was in relation to, I think they quoted like the greatest moment in the history of the world or something.
Yeah.
Also, can you believe that they have a whole staff band at Lumen that's severed?
Well, that was my next point. Was that they get in there, he finishes it, he looks at Helly, they have their last moment together, right? It was like essentially she knows, he knows that he has to do, she's like, she tells him, you have to do this for your Audi mark and do what you got to do to be done, to make this done, right? And she gets on board.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, he finishes it. Fucking, what's his name? And one of the most comedic gifts I've ever seen is him walking, or, you know, the robot coming out. And then here comes Mr. What's his name? Milkshake. Yeah, Milkshake. Running out. He runs out and he just kind of like sprints. He congratulates them and then he runs away, which I think is fucking hilarious. And then from there, chaos ensues, correct? I mean, it ends up being a band coming in, a whole celebration. Oh no, sorry. He ran away from trying to talk to the fat guy, Dylan. That's why I need you guys. I'm so bad with names. He goes up to Dylan and he tells him that you can't see his wife anymore. Is that what it is? Or the wife said that, or what is it?
No,
because Dylan was trying to quit, right?
That's right.
And he quit.
That's right.
Audi wrote a letter and it was like, fuck you for what you did, but also I respect you and I wish I was more like you. Yeah. So please keep being your cool self down here in Lumen.
Yeah. Oh, shit. But he gave him the option. If you want to leave, you can leave, and I'll respect that.
That's right. That's right. Okay, and that's where Milchek ran away to get ready for the band, which again is just so funny.
Also, Mr. Milchek has motion. His dance moves were vibey and flowy.
Dude, Boo. All right, how about this? We talk about the band. I feel like we got to talk about it at this point. Boo, what'd you think, man, of the band?
Oh, just the fact that they have 30 people that are severed that are just devoted to playing in a band.
Yeah,
that is insane.
I seriously think that scene is one of my favorite all-time scenes in any TV show I've ever seen.
It's so out of left field.
Yeah, and just Milchek being able to do the dance moves and just being able to nail it. I just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
it killed me. Is that what is that? Is everything good?
I have no idea what that is.
Tornado.
Yeah. Oh shit. But yeah, then they go in. So then the band comes in. They're playing the entire time, and Milchek's trying to dance around and whatnot. And then, how does Milchek get into the bathroom? Do they shove him in there?
No, because Helly goes in there, so he tries to get her, and then because she steals his keys or phone or something.
Yeah, he steals it.
He tricks them, and then they lock him, and Dylan comes to save the day.
Yes, they lock him in. Mark's able to run away, go downstairs where he finds the big blonde-haired fat dude. What's his name?
I
know none of the names. I know none of the names. Well, essentially, and then the goat woman. We see him and Drummond. The goat woman talking. And Drummond and the goat woman are talking. And him and Drummond get into an insane fight, battle to the death, essentially. He just beats him. Doesn't he stab him in the neck or something like that?
See, that was, I thought, one of the cooler scenes was takes him hostage, goes into the elevator, but then he's holding it. But then when he transitions to Audi Mark, there was a cow prod, went off, kills him. So Audi Mark, his reality goes from I'm going to work, and then he wakes up again, and there's this huge dude that's dead.
Yeah, okay, that was insane. And the elevator just keeps closing on his body, which I love. I thought it was so funny. Then he gets in there, and then he gets in. He goes to Cold Harbor, saves his wife. She looks at him, and she's essentially doesn't know who he is because she's in a new version of herself in every room. Correct, like a new reaction or something.
Yeah, so that's a new personality, a new innie in the Cold Harbor room.
Yep. So he convinces her, let's go. We got to get out of here. And she's definitely like, oh, I don't know who the hell you are, but I guess I'll. What do you think made her realize I should leave with this man? Just the passion in his eyes of being like, you don't know who I am, but you got to get the hell out of here, or what? I never really understood
that. I think it was telling us that there are some things that bleed through,
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe it's instinct, love, whatever you want to call it, but like
Inception.
she
Inception
trusted
or
this
not Inception.
bloodied guy.
Yeah.
This
Oh my
guy
God,
was
that's right. He
bloody
comes
and
in
terrifying.
looking. Yes. Bloody and
But yeah,
terrifying. It's like
those
Interstellar
couple of
because she
scenes-
says love transcends time and space.
Yeah. But those scenes are really cool because it's Audi Mark, new personality Gemma, and then when she goes through the door, it's Audi Mark, Audi Gemma. They embrace.
Yep.
Go
They
up the
embrace
elevator.
beautiful, loving. Like we finally saw
They're
them
making
after
out.
2 seasons.
Go
Yeah,
into the
after
elevator.
the entire show. Yes, we finally saw them.
And then it's Miss Casey making out with any Mark, and they're like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
And then they, I don't want to get too far ahead, but then it's like so many different like interactions with the same physical people, but like different personalities. I thought was so cool.
Well, you're not getting too
Very
far
good
ahead.
acting.
I mean, you're getting to the point where it becomes crazy. Yeah, right. It's an acting. It's a great amount of acting going on within 5 minutes. They get to the hallway. They finally can escape. He and his wife. Now this is Any Mark and essentially Miss Casey. But Any Mark knows about the situation. He's like, okay, I got to get out of here because Audi Mark is trying to save you. You're Audi Mark's wife, so we got to get you out of here. Boom, to get to the stairwell. Does he shove her out of the stairwell into the extra door, or I forget how that works? Why she's out there before him?
I think he knows that he doesn't want to go out right away because the moment he goes through that doorway, there is a chance that he will never be alive again.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he doesn't trust Audi Mark.
And then that's where Helly comes into the fold. Oh, good old Helly. Now, do we know is it Helly?
Helena?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it Helly or Helena coming in and causing more chaos, staring at Mark, knowing that he's in love with her, whether she's in or Audi, whatever. It's again, we are dumb animals. We are apes. Yeah. So.
Do you guys think that Helena is also in love with Mark? Like, are they both in love with Mark? Like,
I could see it.
Really?
And
I've never even thought of that. Never even thought of that.
Because I mean, she let him hit. Audi did.
It's true, man. Sometimes Dick Game can be unbelievable.
There was a scene, I think, early on in the season where she was watching footage of the first kiss between Helly and Mark, and it looked like she was like, "Oh, I wish that was me. I want that."
Really? Oh, interesting.
And then she was like stalking him at like the Chinese restaurant, right? So
yeah,
a little bit. I like that Vu just took a nice dump and then came out.
Just I had to go into a room.
I know.
He had to go to the bathroom. The tornado was coming.
I've had to go in the closet before and just keep quiet. Then we're seeing Gemma. The episode ends essentially with Gemma screaming outside, saying, "Mark, come on, let's go, Mark!" Screaming, pounding on the door, and Mark decides, you know what, I'm going with Helena. And as the lights start flashing red, you're watching them in beautiful film. Run down the hallway to, I forgot what the song is called, but they're running down the hallway, ending the entire season and blowing up the establishment of what we expected out of the entire show so far. Mark Innie has truly taken control and has completely disregarded the outside Mark, and no longer, and now he has controlled the situation as they run away, falling in love. So, boys.
What is their end game there? Right?
That's the question. Like, how long do they survive that?
Yeah.
5 minutes later, they get taken.
5 minutes later, season 3 has to start right away, right?
It has to, unless they do it like they just did. This season, where they just fast forward and you're like, what?
Would you guys be disappointed if Gemma didn't escape, and we have to go through this whole song and dance again, where Gemma's been taken?
That was a lot.
That would piss me off if all of a sudden that happened.
Season 2,
maybe Mark gets taken, and it's Gemma who has to save him. And has to team up with Miss Casey.
That'd be strange.
Yeah. How do you think Miss Cobell's future is gonna be in Severance now?
Do they know that she's working with them? I forget.
Does Lumen know?
Does Lumen know? Yeah, that's how I meant. Sorry,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think she's like pro Mark. I think she's just anti Lumen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
She's one smart.
that's the way to put it. Huh?
She's one smart cookie. Developed
Yeah.
the whole Severance.
Yeah, my God. When they found out it was all pretty much because of her, it's kind of crazy to think.
Yeah.
I will say I saw a cool idea that I didn't think about with the finale, and it was just like, does Gemma, when Gemma is Gemma and she's outside looking through the door, is her thinking like, what the fuck? My husband is going with this other woman? Like, does she have any idea that he's severed, that that's not him? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I was thinking that the entire time that's how. No, I think I did see an interview where I think she did say that she knew. I think the actress acted it out to be like she knew that was Innie, Mark.
Well, they did.
She was almost like
treating
treating him like a dog, almost being like, "Innie, Mark, come on, come through the door, come through the door." Like, I think that's because it'd be so cruel if you think about it. Like that, she's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, he's running away.
Where's my husband going?
Yeah,
but the doctors lied to her though, right? They're like, "Oh, your husband has remarried and has a kid."
See, that's the thing. You're so right. You forget about that. That's crazy to think about. But then you saw them kissing and making out. She had to have known that's not the same guy.
Yeah.
But how much
that's also true.
You know,
they did embrace in the bottom floor.
I think it is with the intention of she was treating him not like a dog, but come on, dude, come and get your bone over here.
Come
Don't
out
get
of
the
his
nicer
door.
bone. Yeah, just come in here. We'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is really interesting. Huh? Brad, I feel like you were following, unless both of you guys, what did you guys think of when you heard the theories of the season? Is the show leading towards some of the theories you'd heard, or some of these theories just out of left field, bombast, that makes no sense, and we just got to watch and not try to theorize it?
Well, the big theory that I was in on was like how it was cloning because they were using the goats, right? But that kind of got debunked the last episode. They were just using those goats as sacrifice.
That was very disappointing to me.
That was really disappointing. Yeah.
Yep. So I guess that's like the main theory.
But I don't think it ruins the show. I was disappointed that it had nothing to do with cloning.
Yeah.
That was more of just me being a human being.
I wanted it to have like bigger implications. There was I don't know if you saw this or even if we talked about it, but there's a theory that Rickon, Mark's sister's husband, is a goat's Audi.
Wait, what?
That a goat.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, like he's really a goat, but a human body outside. Because there's I think there's images of him like scaling a mountain, and it looks like a goat. Sometimes he talks like a goat, like when he was reading the book. He's like, and they fell.
Wow,
it's a very out there funny one, but
I'd love that.
Hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. That's one of the best things about this show, man. It takes so much. It's like a genre in itself. It's so serious, but it's so comedic. It's very Barry-esque in a way.
Yeah, I feel like we did not get a lot of good Rickon screen time this season.
No, we didn't. I wanted more of him. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a very good point.
People are also thinking he might have been like a Lumen insider.
Yeah. No, you're right. Damn, that's a good point.
There's a lot of questions I still have.
There's still a lot of questions. Honestly, not a lot got answered. That's what I was asking in the beginning about. What did you guys feel about the pacing of this season? Because it felt like you said it was like a shotgun out of hell right there at the beginning. He's running around, and then all of a sudden it felt like we had more questions still than answers.
Yeah. I mean, this is not the last we saw of Bert, right? Like they can't just end that storyline right there. Right?
Bert and Herb.
Yeah, Bert.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think you can.
I still don't know anything about Herb's past. I feel like Herb is up to no good. And
where is he going on the train?
Yeah. What is his past? You're so right about that.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm left with way more questions, but maybe that's a good thing. That keeps us talking, that keeps us in tune, and I just want more Severance.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I don't know if I want one more or two more seasons of this show. I don't want them to keep pushing it out and stringing it along.
I think I've heard 5.
That's what somebody told me too.
Five
so much.
total
You think it's
or
five?
five more?
Total.
Five total.
That's a lot of seasons.
And I think I've heard too they are going to be speeding up the process, so it's not going to be,
Good.
3 years in between. It'll be like a year or two. I think they
Was
got
that,
it.
like,
Now you
writer's
don't
strike?
know the strike. Remember that, guys? That was like 2 years ago. Literally, literally, like started like right around here.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, right when we started the pod. Let's do a podcast about nothing.
Rumors, just rumors.
100% rumors. No confirmed news because you couldn't confirm anything.
Just sources.
Yeah, sources. That's so funny. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah, no, I mean, well, the pod almost is 2 years old. I think in May 2nd, I think it is, Vu, because of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which is crazy. That's 2 years ago. Wow. Guys, what were your thoughts on the season? What did you guys think of it overall?
Enjoyed it? Worth
elite
it?
Storytelling. Elite.
Mm-hmm.
That Gemma episode was crazy.
Is it still one of the best TV shows out there on TV right now?
For sure.
Yeah. If they keep it up, it will be legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad. You guys undersold it a little bit there. I was thinking you guys were a little disappointed. Because I was not disappointed in any way. I thought this is a great continuity or continuation of the first season.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm so glad it wasn't just copy and paste. I kind of liked it. It was a little different. I started missing downstairs a little bit, but I'm glad it wasn't just all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a little more world building.
Oh, yeah. We're not even halfway
you guys
the whole
have seen
show.
in a while.
Yeah, exactly. What'd you say, Sar?
Is this the best show you guys have seen in a while? Like, I think this is the best show since The Penguin, probably, for me.
You're probably right, but The Penguin only ended like 2 months ago.
Oh, really?
No offense.
I mean, I've watched Shrinking in between that didn't come out lately, but Shrinking is still legendary.
Yeah. I also like
White Lotus.
White Lotus is really good. I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, no, that's a take.
This is still like
I haven't seen that much TV just because I've been so busy.
I'm kidding. Yeah. I just had to fuck with you. I would say this is gonna be a really hard show to beat when it comes to the Emmys.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not wrong.
Well deserved. I saw something that they don't usually nominate for they don't usually nominate for like the best actor actress. They put all their people as oh wait, was that White Lotus? Shit. I'm getting it mixed up.
What do you think?
I think that's White Lotus.
Where best actor and actress, but ensemble.
I think White Lotus just does.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
you're probably right.
But yeah, I think Severance should get a lot of awards. I think it should be well deserved and give it extra momentum for the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
I think it'll be between Severance and The Last of Us.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Coming out very soon. Last of Us comes out in 2 weekends.
Yep.
This weekend.
This weekend?
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Wow. Right when White Lotus ends, another flower blooms.
I gotta rewatch like the finale.
Yeah, holy shit, dude. I just played the game too. It's great. I actually am one of maybe the rare people who thinks the second game was better than the first.
Oh.
I really like the second game a lot. Yeah. Just gameplay and the world was better, but I don't think the story's better than the first. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see how they do. I think it could be just as good.
Do you think playing the game is gonna ruin the show for you because you are like anticipating and waiting for things and knowing things ahead of time?
No,
I guess this could be the thing for Brad with reading.
I think I'm actually excited to see everything. Actually, season 1 had like 2 or 3 episodes that were almost completely not even really in continuity with the game, so it was kind of fun. But then it's like reading a book. It's like, oh, you can't wait to see that in the movies, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm happy for you guys who haven't played the game. It is maybe the greatest storyline game of all time.
Oh, I'm excited. This is, I know
at least episode 1 or season 1 it was.
Yeah, I know the ratings have been kind of mid so far.
But I haven't seen anything.
IGN, but like I don't trust.
Thanks for ruining it for me, Bill.
IGN ruins everything.
Yeah, fucking IGN, dude. They're so fucking stupid. They gave like a 4 to the Penguin, and that show was amazing.
Yo, they gave this one a 7, so this must be generational TV then.
I wonder what they gave the Minecraft movie.
Oh god, dude. Guys, I saw that movie.
Is it good?
No way.
No, it's not good, dude.
Because I heard it.
It's only if you like
box office records.
Yeah, made $306 million last year on 150 or last weekend on $105 million budget. Every middle schooler is going to see it, not just once but twice, and bringing their friends. It's gonna make a ton of money.
Oh,
it's already doubled its budget.
IGN gave it a 6.
Oh my god. Sorry for the dramatics there. Sorry.
What would you give it out of? Like, is it worth the watch? I feel like I've been seeing so much buzz behind this movie.
It's if you played Minecraft, it is. I never played Minecraft. I actually left minutes left because there was a crying baby in my movie theater. It was so annoying.
I played
That's one of the worst
Minecraft as a kid.
Dude, then you might like that. Yeah, you might really like it.
IGN rated the Minecraft movie a 6 and the Penguin a 5. Are we the problem?
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man.
We have taste.
That's fucking stupid, dude. Oh god. Well, hey, everyone out there, let us know what you guys thought of Severance. I mean, it was a 3-year wait. I feel like we weren't that obsessed with it like we were with some TV shows and movies in the sense of the hype behind it. So I think it was kind of fun that it became just as good as season 1, but we can't wait 3 years because I think that's partially the problem.
Yeah.
You know,
as a person that watched season 1 very late, I think I watched it last year.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine waiting 3. I wouldn't even remember what happened in season 1.
I had to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's see. Well, then moving on, we're just going to go on to Cinemacon. We're going to go through, it looks like, just want to talk about, I'm trying to think of where, I mean, there's like, I want to go through all the days, but it's hard to find it. Oh, here we go. Okay, Cinemacon. So Cinemacon, we've done this every year now, or at least we did it last year. So 1 year now, where we go through all the announcements, but essentially it's a conference for movies, theater owners around the country. They get to go over there for free, stay in the Caesars Hotel, wine and dine. This is really one of the only reasons I want to own a hotel or a movie theater so I can go to this someday. It's essentially hyping them up, saying, hey, put your movie theaters together this year. Make sure you got screenings for this movie, and you guys determine what you guys are going to show. So
that's cool.
Every year we've got like Sony comes in, they do announcements, Disney, Paramount, Universal. And then they do these nice nightly parties with all the celebrities, and it all happens in Vegas. It's just a great time. But the biggest thing about it is that it's always big announcements, right? So it's a 4-day announcement fest essentially. It's kind of like Comic-Con in a way, and you find out some new announcements of what's going to happen not only this year but for the years to come. So I'm going to share my screen here. I just want to kind of go through some of the announcements with you guys. Share your reactions to it. What you guys think, if you're excited, or if this doesn't do much for you. But day one, let's start with Sony Pictures. So they started off their whole presentation with Spider-Man swings back into theaters with Spider-Man Brand New Day and Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse part. Or is that the new name? What was the original name, Brad? Was it Across?
I think that's been it all the time.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
This is like the part 1, part 2 movie, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. And then we found out also that
Day.
Yeah, Brand New Day is gonna be one with rumored to be when they bring in Miles Morales into it. That's gonna be the Tom Holland one. The director Shang-Chi was also announced to be directing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy is that it's gonna be releasing 2 months after Avengers Doomsday and 10 months ahead of Avengers Secret Wars.
Ooh.
So Brad, you missed the last episode. Vu and I went through like the whole announcement. We went through the entire episode about just like the Marvel announcements. It was awesome.
Yep.
Geeking out about that. What do you guys think of Avengers or the Spider-Man movie coming out after Avengers Doomsday?
I like it.
Really curious. I like the story.
He wasn't announced for Doomsday.
Yeah, because isn't the rumor that this Brand New Day is happening simultaneously as Doomsday, right?
Yeah, that's what the rumor is.
Yeah. So we're getting like two Marvel movies back to back, and like, what's better than that? I can't complain.
Yeah, I can't complain either. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, I didn't know about that rumor, so that's a pretty cool rumor. That
And it's going to lead into Avengers, like whatever happens in that.
Yeah,
that
tells me that Avengers movie is going to be huge.
Yeah. So excited about that. But then we also got Beyond the Spider-Verse, 2022's movie of the year, or 2023? 2023's movie of the year. Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast.
Yep.
We got yes. I mean, we then they showed a couple screenshots essentially of Miles Morales facing off against Miles G. Morales' Prowler. But it's good to know that we're going to be getting it. I think they said in 2027.
2027. It's criminal.
Yeah, 2027. It's insane.
Because it came out in 2024. Three?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. 4 years is criminal.
Yeah.
Yep. Next announced was Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell going to be in a movie together. In a first look at Kagana Nada's A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. It is her first movie after Barbie. I guess it looks like it looks like Big Fish and La La Land. Have any of you guys seen Big Fish or La La Land?
I have not.
I haven't seen Big Fish.
Okay. But it feels like Margot Robbie has truly become kind of an A-list actress.
For sure.
Any movie she's in is like kind of must watch, must see.
Yep.
So interested to see what this is gonna be like. This one, dude. This next one's huge. We got not only the announcement of the Beatles biopic, we also got the cast itself announced, and also an astronomical, maybe game-changing way of releasing the film itself. Rumors going on is that either it's going to be released on the same day, all 4 movies, or it's going to be week after week after week release of all Beatles films. One, guys, first, what'd you guys think of the cast of the Beatles that was announced?
I mean, great actors, but I don't know. I'll be curious to see how they look.
Yeah.
We got our boy Barry.
Yeah, Barry's in there. Paul Mescal, he's here. I like Joseph Quinn, especially. He's been kind of on a roll.
I like all the actors. Too.
Yeah.
This is like the Young Avengers, Hollywood's up and coming.
Yeah. Well, when I told you guys about Iron Claw, I thought every actor in that movie is going to end up being big actress and actor. And now we're seeing, Harris Dickinson's first role post, I think. Well, I guess he's not coming out to 2028, but it's, this is a huge movie role for him.
Yeah.
To be John Lennon. That is legendary.
Yeah, man. I mean, then we got, Paul Mescal playing Paul McCartney. I mean, after Gladiator 2, dude, Barry Keoghan still being a weird little boy as Ringo Starr. And then we got Joseph Quinn as George Harrison. I mean, are you guys Beatles fans?
I'm not, but I'm
interested. I mean, I don't go out of my way to listen to it, but I respect it.
I know the impact it had on the world. Their impact is everyone says that they're like maybe the greatest musicians of all time or the greatest band.
Yeah.
I understand that, I guess. Not to me, but I get that. So I get how this is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big risk. Also, then next, what do you guys think of them releasing 4 movies at the same time?
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. You would think that they would space it out more for like more money, right? Like that would be my assumption.
Well, one, I think they are going to save maybe a couple bucks, at least $2 or $3, by shooting it all once.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I get shooting it all at once and like doing it all at once, but like why release it all at once?
I think they're just trying to change the way people go to movies. I mean, binge culture is truly something that a lot of people like to do. I'm not much of a binger, but it's the idea.
Interesting take.
The idea of going to the movie theaters, going to see it at 1 p.m., then going to see the Ringo Starr 2 or 4. You know what I mean? Watching it all weekend or something. Yeah, it's the idea of it. Gets you back in the theater. It'll be funny if like John Lennon and Paul McCartney has like $800 million they've made, and then you got Ringo Starr with like 100. That would be hilarious. But also the director is Sam Mendes, and he directed 1917. He's won a lot of awards, so it's not like they're having a random person. They're having an elite director as well.
Yeah, imagine if Marvel did this and like Doomsday Spider-Man, and Secret Wars came out all in the same weekend, like we would be living in the movie theater.
I think I would be a 2 a weekend guy. I couldn't see all 4 in a weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe it'll be fantastic.
Especially if it's Beatles. Like, maybe it could be really, really, really good, entertaining. But
yeah, it may not be just for us. We
know.
may be the one podcast that doesn't really give a fuck about the Beatles.
Yeah. Do you think our generation would appreciate this movie as much as like the older generations would, though?
Maybe. I just think they may think, oh, Harris Dickinson's hot, and they're all hot. I mean, they're all elite actors right now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's the young generation's actors doing an old generation's content.
Yeah. Because like, how did that movie do? I feel like it'd be like.
I don't think it did great. It got nominated, of course, for Oscars, but I don't think it did that well. I think it made money, but it's not like Bob Dylan. Nobody gives a shit about though.
Yeah.
Beatles really is like generational. Like it was like they're number one on many lists of the all-time greats.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, moving on. We got Lionsgate next. Oh, you thought John Wick was dead? That's right.
Back.
No, he's back. They're gonna explode with 3 new films and Ballerina. they're gonna take as much. They're gonna suck as much juice out of this as they can. So we're gonna be getting John Wick Chapter 5, a Kane spinoff with Donnie Yen, and then an animated prequel movie. So
an animated prequel. That's wow.
that is wow. Then announced was also Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. Wow, and Paul Feig's The Housemaid. Never heard of The Housemaid, but it's a book series, it looks like. So that was announced. Hurry Up Tomorrow delivers an all-new look inside of the mind of the weekend. It's a movie that's based. It's essentially an hour and a half music.
Didn't he have a failed TV show?
The Idol?
Bad. Yeah, very bad. But it's got Jenny Ortega in it.
Yep. And Barry's in it too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Fuck. Okay, funny. Then we also moved on to Warner Brothers Pictures. We saw the crew together. One that really surprised me is I didn't realize Nicholas Hoult was that tall.
That's a big man.
Yeah. Nicholas Holt's huge, actually. So they kick off the tour of DCU's Superman. I think they showed like 5 minutes. So that was one thing that was cool about going to see Minecraft in theaters. You got the 5-minute preview of the Superman. So it's essentially him getting dragged by Crypto to the.
They showed 5 minutes.
They showed 5 minutes of it. Yeah.
Wait, in the Minecraft movie?
Yeah, before the Minecraft movie.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So I got to see that. Yeah, no, it was cool to see that. It looks good to me.
Did you like the clip?
Yeah, I did. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride of Frankenstein was shown a little bit too. And do you guys know who Frankenstein is? Who's playing him?
Oh, I thought you were asking us if we knew like what.
Oh, I just did. Oh, I'm trying to pump you guys up. I want to see if you guys knew.
No, who is it?
Yeah, no.
Christian Bale.
Oh yes,
Ooh,
yes,
that's good.
So he'll be coming out this year. I don't know when. And then Final Destination Bloodlines was shown, I guess. Are you guys anyone here?
Movies? Wow.
Are you guys anyone here Final Destination fans?
I didn't know they were still making them.
Yeah, no, they haven't in like 15 years.
Oh.
So they'll be back. They're so crazy though. I just remember one of the worst ones I've ever seen is when the girl was doing gymnastics on the board, and I think she breaks her back or snaps her back in half or something on it, like slipping. Oh, there's also one where if you're driving behind like a truck with like logs in it and the log falls off and jams and kills the person in the back of the car.
I do think about that.
Yeah. So they focus on that. Yeah. So it was kind of absurd. Universal Pictures in Focus feature. So we got the second part. We got the first look for Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good. Cool. I'm actually excited for it, dude. And I did not expect to be. One of the biggest surprises of 2024 for us. And I don't know if it won a ton of awards at the Fappies, but it was nominated plenty.
Yeah.
So, Brad, you're excited for this?
Oh, yeah. That'll be an opening day-er.
Good.
Oh, okay.
I like it. Megan 2.0 was also shown. I saw the first one. It's not bad. This one seems interesting for sure.
What the fuck is she wearing? What is going on?
I guess it could be her. It's like going to be like her battling somebody. I don't know.
It's a ridiculous series.
So another horror movie, but it's a mixture of sports and horror in Monkey Paw's newest thriller, Him. Jordan Peele's production company, Monkey Paw, who also did, oh God, what was the Monkey Man?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a movie?
Yep.
Yeah, produced by him. So they're gonna be doing the film tells the story of a football superstar trying to come back from a major injury with the help of his coach, Waynes, which is this guy right here. But he goes deeper than that. The footage shown includes a helmet-to-helmet hit that flipped the switch visually and transformed into lots of smashing, screaming, and blood. So it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Okay.
So, I like a unique take on horror, and it's kind of new. Amazon announced Ryan Gosling befriends an alien in our first look at Project Hail Mary. We haven't heard about this one.
Oh, I remember talking about this.
Yeah, Project
based on the book.
Yeah, written by the Martian author.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I guess that's the first look. It was behind him there. The film stars Gosling as an astronaut on a mission to save humanity when all the stars in the universe begin dying out, with one exception. The end of footage teases Gosling's character meeting an alien tasked with the same mission for its own kind, but all we saw was a mysterious hand. We'll have to wait and see how much of the character remains under wrap until the film comes out. That's cool.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Love a good sci-fi.
Mm-hmm. Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry are going to be in Crime 101. Don't know what that is. Yeah, interesting. And then we got a first look at the Masters of the Universe. So I don't know.
Watch He-Man, or is that like a generation older?
I think that is a generation older than us, dude. But I used to watch it because it was after Dragon Ball Z when I was younger.
Okay. Classic.
Yeah. Did any of you guys watch it?
I did not.
I did not.
Yeah, I think it was like a generation before.
Is it animated or?
Oh no, it's real. It's a real one.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. I really don't know anything. I think doesn't he yell something like I don't know.
Yeah, something like that with a sword.
Yeah, something with a sword. And then finally, day 4, we got Walt Disney Studios came in. We got the first look at Avatar: Fire and Ash. So he's gonna be revealing 2 clans. I'm excited for this. I like Avatar movies. I actually am a big fan of them. So I'm excited to see them. It's like the third
of like theater experience.
Yeah, and I think there's like 6 more coming through. So
when you have IP that works, milk it.
Yeah. We're not even in the end game here, ladies and gentlemen. We're
just starting.
Yeah, we're just starting here. I guess they saw multiple scenes in 3D. That's one thing I also love about it, is that he's committed to the 3D. The idea of that, because there's not many movies out there that I've seen 3D in.
So I respect it.
Jeremy Allen White is the boss in Deliver Me from Nowhere, which is based on the who is it? Bruce Springsteen biopic.
Oh,
wait, what?
It's a Bruce Springsteen
biopic.
Yeah.
Jeremy
and the eldest boy.
Yeah, the eldest boy is in another movie, which I recommend, guys. Go see that. The Apprentice. It's a really good flick.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard he did really well.
He's so good in it. He's one of the best actors out there. He truly is. So that'll be exciting, and it's just gonna be the first, because I guess this one's based on the first album, and they're gonna do movies based on all of the albums, I guess.
Wow.
So that'll be.
I like that idea.
Thunderbolts. We got to see more of Thunderbolts. They showed a new clip from the film depicting the ragtag bunch as they crash Avengers Tower. Now owned by Julia Louis-Dreyfus's Valentina. The movie comes out May 2nd. And then they also were able to see, then they announced the audience received a special message from Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige on the set of Avengers Doomsday, who revealed that the production would begin on the film in the coming days and introduced a special look at the Fantastic Four first steps. The footage gave us first glimpse of Julia Garner as Silver Surfer, bringing the message that Galactus is on his way to destroy Earth. Can the Fantastic Four save their planet? We'll find out when the film opens up, July 25th, 2025. Guys, are you guys excited for the Thunderbolts?
Yes.
I'm very excited.
It's gonna be a big summer.
Yeah, I'm very excited for them. And now that we now know that almost all of them are going to be in the Doomsday movie, we know who we can invest our time into. Invest
our emotions into.
Yeah, invest our emotions into. And then it's good to see more. I mean, Fantastic Four: First Steps. You know, that movie's gonna be great. They just also announced. They just released footage today. I don't know. Did you guys see that on Twitter?
I did not.
I think Entertainment Weekly did something on them, so it showed them all kind of like in like space suits. So yeah, we talked so much about Marvel itself, but I think we're all really excited for these movies coming out this summer.
For sure.
Paramount Pictures. We got Edgar Wright's The Running Man, showcases action superstar Glenn Powell.
Boy.
He's gonna be back in his own film series based on originally with I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger was originally the main actor in it.
Oh.
Yeah, so he'll be running a whole series himself.
Nice.
Roofman first look has Channing Tatum finding love in a Toys R Us.
What?
Oh boy,
that's interesting. Based on true events. Former Army Reserve Jeffrey Manchester, who made a name for himself by stealing from McDonald's locations and hiding out in the walls of a Toys R Us store. The incredible supporting cast includes Lakeith Stanfield, Peter Dinklage, Juno Temple, and Kirsten Dunst as the woman Tatum's character falls in love with at the Toys R Us. Okay, that'd be interesting.
Intrigued.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. And then Tom Cruise takes the stage to share a new Mission Impossible trailer. I think we all can agree
wait to rewatch it.
Yeah, about time.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome. I mean, hopefully this one does makes a lot more money, and I hope it's actually not the last one. I want more of these. I think he's better than ever right now, and Tom Cruise is a true lasting legend now that we don't have a ton of them. So I want him to keep acting as long as he can.
Yeah,
it was so good the last one.
Yeah, I know. That being the only Mission Impossible movie that I've ever watched makes me want to watch more.
I love that.
You got to get some more in your repertoire, dude.
Yeah.
Well, all right, boys, we did it. I know it's a little bit shorter than we usually do, but we're all busy men. Vu, you got to get out there and get back to fixing yourself up, house up, and Brad, you gotta get back to. Oh my God! Oh, that is so precious.
Oh,
yeah, that's all she does.
Boy, that's so cute. Everyone out there, and especially you, little pup, keep fapping, follow, subscribe.
Whoa.
On YouTube. Keep checking us out. We're back. Hopefully we can make more of these episodes. I feel like episodes when they're shorter like this, it's a little more attainable to be able to keep going on. We don't have to take too much time. So
it's fast paced.
Yes, exactly. So boys, anything you guys want to say before we head?
It's good to fap again.
Movies are back. Still back. Will continue to be back.
TV's better than ever. Entertainment is the best it's been. So
Black Mirror's out right now.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
Black Mirror. New season's out right now.
Warfare's out this weekend. The one that's from a Civil War director.
What's that?
Minecraft's out. Kevin recommends it. Everyone go see it.
Yeah, definitely do. Yeah. Warfare. It's based on something. I forget the guy who created Civil War, but it's about he was a former Army veteran, so like it's a really gritty depiction. If you look it up, dude, the cast is insane. Who's all in it, so it looks really good. But I definitely recommend everyone to go keep checking it out. And then Last of Us is this Sunday.
Yeah.
So busy weekend. Yeah, Golden Arrow. Yeah. All right, boys. Everyone out there, keep fapping, keep checking us out, and we will see you guys for our next episode of episode 63 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. Peace.
Let's go.